Hey everyone. It's hard to ignore all the AI stuff happening right now. It seems like every day there's some crazy new thing happening. New breakthrough, new company, new whatever. Hard to keep up. And speaking of keeping up, for those of us who, are kind of glued to all this AI stuff, this latest announcement from Anthropic is pretty interesting. They just unveiled this thing called Claude 3.7 Sonnet, and it's got a lot of people talking. Because see, Anthropic isn't really focused on making AI like faster or cheaper. They're aiming for something a lot more fundamental reasoning. Now, you're probably thinking, well, don't all these AIs reason? Like, at least a little? Yep, true. But what Anthropic is doing, this is different. They're building a system that can handle like quick questions and super complicated problems, all in the same system. And get this, with a level of control that we haven't really seen before. Kind of like having an AI that can just shift gears instantly. You need a quick fact check. Boom, done. Got some big decision, need some deep analysis, got to weigh all these factors. Anthropic says Claude 3.7 Sonnet can handle that too. So how does this all actually work? Well, they have this thing. It's a thinking mode toggle. Basically like a volume knob for AI reasoning. Need a fast answer? Dial it down. Need the AI to really think through? Consider all the angles. Crank that thinking mode up. And this isn't just some marketing thing. Anthropic actually put Claude 3.7 Sonnet through a bunch of tests, benchmarks, all that. And the data shows that this system is seriously accurate, even on tasks that need some really complex reasoning. Oh, and it could do all of this while still being fast and efficient, just like businesses need. What makes all this so exciting is the potential impact, right? Think about it. What if one AI could be amazing at both speed and depth? It could change how businesses use AI completely. Like right now, companies have to use all these different AI tools for different jobs. But Anthropic thinks their approach, this whole unified reasoning thing, that's the future. Like a Swiss Army knife of AI, ready for anything. Now, we know it's a bold claim. Only time will tell if Anthropic can really do all this. But early stuff looks promising, and the implications are huge. If they're right, this could be a game changer, not just for businesses, but for how we all interact with and use AI. But there's more to this story than just Claude 3.7 Sonnet. Anthropic also dropped another bombshell, something called Claude Code. And this one is for all the developers out there. This is where things get really interesting, all right? So we've talked about how Anthropic wants to really push what AI reasoning can do. But what does that actually look like? Like, what does it even mean for an AI to reason more like we do? Okay, so think about how we make decisions, right? We don't just go with our gut all the time. We get information, we look at our options, and we try to figure out what might happen because of our choices. That's basically what Anthropic is trying to build into Claude. And we're not talking about some simple puzzle solving here. This is about an AI that gets complicated ideas, can connect different bits of information, and can even change when things don't go as planned. Remember that thinking mode thing we talked about? That's where it gets really cool. Anthropic is basically giving us a way to control how much brain power Claude uses on something. Let's say you're like a CEO, right? And you need to go through tons of data to see what's going on. You could turn up that thinking mode. Give Claude more time to really dig into the data, look for connections, maybe even find stuff a human might miss. But what if you're like in customer service where everything has to be super fast? You could turn the thinking mode down. Let Claude give quick and right answers to the usual questions without overthinking it. This is what makes Anthropic different, this ability to change how much thinking power the AI uses depending on the job. It's all about giving us more control, more precision, and in the end, getting more out of our AI tools. Speaking of actually using this stuff, let's move on to Anthropic's other big announcement, Claude Code. This is going to be big for developers. Imagine being able to hand off some of those really boring coding tasks to like a super smart AI assistant. That's what Claude Code is all about. It's this command line tool made to make software development way smoother. Need to make some code for specific functions? Claude Code's gotcha. Stuck on some annoying bug? Claude Code can help. Want to clean up your code, make it more efficient? Guess what? Claude Code can do that too. It's like having a coding buddy who's also a total genius. And while all this sounds awesome, Anthropic wants to make one thing super clear. Humans are still the bosses here. Claude Code isn't about replacing developers. It's about making them better, giving them a break from the boring stuff so they can focus on the creative and strategic thinking that really pushes things forward. This kind of teamwork between humans and AI could totally change how software is made. Developers could get way more done, projects could finish faster, and we might even see brand new kinds of software that we can't even imagine yet. Of course, like with any really powerful tech, there's stuff we got to be careful about. Making sure the AI code is good, secure, and not biased. That's super important. And finding the right balance between humans being in charge and AI doing its thing, that's key too. But the possibilities are just massive. So as we wrap this up, it's pretty clear Anthropic isn't just trying to make AI smarter. They're trying to make it think more like us, like how we reason and stuff. And this whole focus on reasoning, that's something we're seeing everywhere in the AI world. It's not enough for AI to just be good at math or follow directions. The really cool stuff is the next level is AI that can think for itself, adapt to new situations, even understand how we talk and act, all that.